Hold the applause, crowd. Welcome back to Investing with Confidence. I am your host, as always, Joshua David, and having a great time in studio talking about how these financial markets actually work. We were talking about some of the different techniques to build financial confidence, and it comes down to having a plan, following rules within that plan, and just buying low and selling high, just like the institutions do. So we're trading like investing, investing like big banks or institutions, not against them. And why it's so important to understand and build the knowledge and skills now, because markets are at all-time highs. Now is the best time to do that, not later. If you happen to miss 2 tickets for that investing class that Al teaches right here in Bloomington, call 952-814-4410 or text the word INVEST to the number 484848. When you do that, you're going to receive a link back and a text. Click the link, pick a date for this investing class. Once you do that, you're going to receive that Cryptocurrency Foundations course. And I want to get into, I guess, some different techniques and concepts that the smart money is using. I want to talk a little bit about how they're getting into their trades and investments. You know, they have their own analysis and their own crews and teams that are doing the analysis and saying, here's what we should be buying, here's what we should be selling. So they're doing the hard work. They're putting the legwork in, putting a lot of time into investments, and they're making these big moves or big investments into the market. And that's what we're identifying as retail traders. We're called retail traders. Right. We're identifying where they're buying and where they're selling. So you wanted to get into some of the concerns with time. Like they're putting all the time in. That's the great thing for us. That's the benefit that we have as retail investors. They put the time in. We just follow what they're doing. So talk about some of the different techniques that they're using to minimize that time investment. These techniques are the great thing about it. These are available to us as well.
Well, yeah, and that is great for us because and I think we've all been conditioned to believe that we just don't have the time to do this. A number of things that Wall Street has conditioned us to believe, so we feel we have to use them. But that time issue is one of them. And we understand that we have a lot of people that are students here that are business owners, that are doctors, attorneys,
construction people,
yeah, especially like during the summer. There's a big constraint on their
teachers
on their
that come in.
Right.
Uber drivers, even. I mean, a lot of people, everyday people come to these classes.
Yeah, but you kind of hit on one of the things that really addresses that time issue, and that is that the institutions, the big firms, are doing all the work. You know, we don't have the amount of money that they have. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm talking about maybe tens of millions of dollars a year just to get research and data on companies that we don't get, or by the time we get it, it's too late to do anything. So the companies, the big firms, have already done the analysis, and then they're showing us where they believe the value for that company is. So you don't have to do the analysis. You don't have to do what you have been conditioned to believe you have to do, and that's looking at the fundamentals. You know, looking at the balance sheet of a company, spend time analyzing it, because truthfully, by the time you get done doing that, the institutions have already made a move, and they've already moved the price away from where you could have gotten in. So they've taken away some of the profit you could have. You don't need to do that. Just follow what they're doing. They've already done the work. They know what the true value of something is, and they know when it's overvalued. That's when they will make their entry into the market, when there's true value. When they exit a particular asset or the market, they believe it's overvalued. So that's already done for you. Part of what we do for our students by having this core strategy and a set of rules that you follow, it's a step-by-step process that you use for every trade or investment that you do. Our goal is to simplify things and really reduce the amount of time it takes you to participate in the market. And once you have the education, so there's an upfront time commitment to learn, to get the education, but you do that at your pace. So again, understanding that people have time issues, our education is available either live in our center, it's available online, recorded, it's available online in modules, what we call on demand. So you can really fit this into whatever your time schedule is. And then also, you do not have to just be available or to just participate in the 6.5 hour stock market time period. there are assets like the futures market and the foreign exchange market that trade essentially around the clock. So you can choose when you participate, and you don't have to. There's no commitment on your part that you have to do this every day or you have to do it at a certain time. That really, you fit this into your time schedule. So don't let that be an issue that keeps you from really trying to realize what your financial potential could be. At some point in time, you may be in a situation where there isn't time left to do something. So don't let your issue with time right now be an issue.
Yeah.
Because we can structure something for you that really kind of works around your schedule.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with a friend the other day, and she's a nurse, right? Talking about she works during the day, and she was talking about, we're kind of mandatory to have overtime right now. They don't have enough nurses out there. And she's like, I really want to learn how to trade and invest, and I was buying stocks, but it's really hard for me to do that because I'm working during the day.
Sure.
And we talked about, hey, there's the futures market. There's the Forex market, which are world markets. They're open around the clock. So she had the opportunity to trade and invest in the evening, 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, maybe 10 o'clock at night is her prime hours. That was some of the things that was pretty eye-opening to her. And that's to a lot of people as well, is people want to be able to do this on their own time. They want to be able to dictate when they want to do that. The markets are available to do that. You just got to learn the skills. You got to learn how to do that. And you talk about these different assets, futures and the Forex market and these investing classes, times of day where you can utilize these markets, and how to set up a step-by-step strategy to minimize or have the potential to minimize your investment time. It's about having a plan and letting the price come to you. You're not chasing that price, and you're not, it's not a bunch of, kind of like in the olden days, they would show somebody at a computer day trading. That's kind of a thing of the past, right? Taking as many trades as they can, smoking a cigar, sweating at the computer. That's not how proper trading and investing should be. It should be very unemotional, should look boring, but you just let the trades happen and let your money work for you. In these investing classes, Al, you explain that. So I want to give away some tickets to this investing class for callers 1 through 10. Actually, I'm going to do this. Let's do a text. Text the word invest to the number 484848 to learn these techniques to use the markets on your terms. Text the number 484848 for 2 tickets and the Cryptocurrency Foundation's course. So you had mentioned talking about the institutions are showing us where they are buying and where they are selling. Where are we finding that? Where is that information coming from?
Well, it's on a price chart. Everything that you need to know about a particular asset, whether it's an individual stock or a futures trade, options trade, even a mutual fund, all of that is on a price chart, and everything you need to know is there to identify where an institution is going to be trading.
Where do you get that price chart from, though?
Well, any broker will have that on their platform. There are websites that you can go to.
So it's a platform.
It's a platform. It's easy to find those, and we identify those for you. We help you with that. But we have a platform that our students use called Click, which is a combination trading analysis and education platform. It's the only all-inclusive platform like that I'm aware of, that also tells you when not to do a trade.
So that'll really guide you into smarter investing decisions, potentially.
Yeah, and the other thing is, even if you want to trade stock, a lot of people, again, have the misconception that you have to sit in front of a computer all the time and watch things. That is the last thing you want to do. In fact, that is probably the worst thing you can do. So with technology the way it is today and the way we teach, you don't have to do that. You can have a trade preset where you know that you have a quality entry that has a low-risk entry point with a high profit potential. And then if you do that, you're also increasing the odds or the probabilities it will work in your favor.
Yeah, you were actually kind of making me feel a little easier there as well, because when you're presetting things, it's just like anything we do. We prepare. Prepare. A lot of people, when they travel, they pack before they go. I know some of the ladies out there are packing a week ahead of time, so they're ready when they go on their trip. Same thing in trading and investing. Do your analysis. Wait for that time where you need to buy or sell. The great thing about that platform you're talking about, Click, that our sponsor, Online Trading Academy, has, is it will do it for you. You have to tell it to do that, but you don't even have to be at your computer for it to execute. The platform that Al's talking about will actually execute that for you. If you want to learn more about how to be more consistent and comfortable making educated decisions into the markets, and that could be in 401ks, that can be in IRAs, regular trading accounts. It doesn't matter who it is. Al teaches investing classes to begin your process, to learn the techniques and strategies that the institutions are using. The great thing about that is these are available to us. Call 952-814-4410 for 2 tickets for this investing class right here in Bloomington. Al teaches these. They're only 2 hours to gain that financial confidence. 952-814-4410. You got to call in right now. When you do call in right now, you're going to receive that Cryptocurrency Foundations course. Text the word invest. If you like to do it easy, if you're lazy like me, text the word invest. But don't be too lazy, because we're going to send you a link back in a text. You got to click that link to when we text that to you. You got to text that to the number 484848 for 2 tickets plus the cryptocurrency course. Al, we got one more to go. What's next?
Well, let's talk about what you need to concentrate on to add golden to your retirement years.
The golden years of retirement, my favorite topic, coming up next. 952-814-4410 for 2 tickets for the investing class and the Cryptocurrency Foundations course. This is Josh and Al. We'll be right back.